Today I'm taking you to Universal's Mardi Gras where I'm trying all the food that the resort has to offer, and I've brought 2 friends to help me try such a big task. We've got Aaron and Trevor both coming back. Aaron was a star in our Mardi Gras video and knows way more about Mardi Gras than me. And she'll share a fun fact about Mardi Gras right now.
Oh my gosh, Mardi Gras, even though the party is in New Orleans, it started in Mobile, Alabama.
That is so, like, that wasn't even planned. Like, she just knew that off the top of her head. And Trevor doesn't have a mic, or he would share a fun fact right now. Roll the tape. We're at the Puerto Rico booth, and this is the Mofongo Trio. So, as the name implies, there's 3 of them, and it is a mix of smashed plantains, bacon, chicharrones, oh no, with shrimp criolla, crispy chicken thighs, and mayo ketchup. So obviously the left one is the shrimp one. I'm gonna try it first here. Oh, it was a hidden shrimp. I thought there was only 1 shrimp, but there was 2, that's cool. I really like that one. There was a nice spice to it, not too spicy, but I'd give it like a 3 out of 5 on the spice scale. That was really good. So both of these 2 on the edge have the toppings, and the center one is more traditional. I'm trying to get the perfect bite here. That was close to the edge. That chicken tastes really fresh, really tasty. I will say the regular one tastes really regular after you taste the other 2 first. And I like regular things. But the chicken one is really, really good. I would definitely get this dish again. The shrimp is good as well, but this chicken one is really good. Next up is the alcaparras. It is crispy green banana with beef inside, and it's served on the side with this mayo ketchup that looks really good. I gotta take the flag off here. I think I'm just gonna dip it in and try the full experience here. I feel like there's always a Mardi Gras item that I say this about, but this is the Mardi Gras item that I would say is gonna be so great on a cooler day. So when the weather's cooler outside, this is gonna be so warm and toasty. It's extremely hot and really tasty.
All right, so I'm gonna try the vegan alcaparra. So it's the vegan version of what Taylor just tried. It's basically the same thing, just with the meat removed. And this is a veganaise mayo mixture, so it's all kosher there. So let's see what we got. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to piggyback what Taylor said there. The flavor is really good. This feels like one of those colder Mardi Gras Day snacks to pick up. Obviously, it's not very messy to eat. You can walk and talk. Yeah, that's a good dish.
Hello, I get to try the classic Piña Colada. I'm gonna have the alcohol in the group today. I'm very excited. This is Cruzan Light Rum, Cocoa Real Cream of Coconut with lime and pineapple juices. See how this is. Also, I have a cool blankie cup. That's pretty neat. 10 out of 10 would recommend if you're looking for a refreshing but alcoholic drink, this is the go-to. All the flavors mix well. It tastes, again, refreshing. Like if you were to go to Starbucks and get a refresher of some kind, this is just like that, but you get alcohol. Really enjoy it, 10 out of 10, and you get this cool blankie cup. What's not to like about it? It's amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna try the ponche, which is new this year, I think. It's a non-alcoholic beverage. It's grape juice with condensed sweetened milk and blackberry extract. So let's see. Okay, so that grape flavor definitely comes through, but it is very sweet, refreshing. Wow, that's really good. I would say this is like a dessert drink, for sure. This could substitute as a dessert.
And now we're diving into the Piragua. I got Piragua de Coco, so hopefully this is good. We're gonna see it's a little messy, as you can tell. I've got a lot of napkins around it because it's spilling over. I'm gonna sip it and then take a bite of ice, I guess. I don't really know how to do this. So because the ice is on the top here, I don't think it's touched any of the cocoa flavoring. So this is just ice, it's just water. But the cocoa flavor is good. It's different, but it's unique if you are looking for something super refreshing. This is for you. For me personally, I'll probably go and find something a little more sweet, but it's also kind of a nice day today. As you can tell, it's overcast, not hot. So to each their own, but probably not for me. I probably won't get it again.
This item is really unique looking. It is the bun samplers. So we've got 3 buns here, and we've got pork in one, teriyaki chicken in the other, and sweet coconut matcha custard in the last one. I bet this is the, oh, I don't know actually, this is hard to guess which one's which. We're just gonna have to take a bite and find out. Also, this feels like not, in hindsight, after I put my fork in it, this is definitely not a fork thing. This is like a just grab it with your hands thing, but I'm in this deep, so now I'm just gonna like do it this way. I'm still committing to the fork. I don't know why. You'd think by my 3rd one I would have learned. This was good. I would get it again. The matcha one was surprisingly my favorite. The coconut flavor was light, but really, really tasty. So not too overpowering. I like coconut, but I don't like coconut, you know? And this was a good mixture of the matcha and coconut.
I apologize in advance if I absolutely butcher this name. I am trying the okonomiyaki. I hope that's right. I apologize if it's not. It's savory cabbage and bacon pancake topped with Kewpie mayonnaise. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Hoisin, cilantro, sesame, and katsubushi. Oh wow, I am sorry again. But it looks incredible. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. Here we go. I don't know how to explain the flavor, the taste, the profile. All I can say is this is really good. It has, that fell, some sort of a, I don't want to say like fishy flavor, but definitely more of like a seafood flavor, which I'm not sure, you know, what's causing that, but I'm not well versed in Japanese food, but I have to say this is incredible. 10 out of 10. If I had to get something, this would be it. If it was one thing from Mardi Gras. And I also have to say, this booth seems to consistently kill it. For HHN, 10 out of 10 food items here. And now for Mardi Gras, 10 out of 10 food items again. Highly recommend.
The ube bubble waffle cone is back as well. Last year it was in the back of the park. It was extremely popular, so they brought it back to Sting Alley. This is the Japan booth. I just want to let you know it is back. I'm happy to report. We're at the India booth now, and I'm going to try the gulab jamun with rosewater syrup. Really unique item. So it has fried dough balls soaked in saffron with rosewater syrup and chopped pistachios on top. I love fried dough balls. Not the world's biggest pistachio fan, but I'll have them when the occasion calls for it. This is really, really good. I know I'm saying that about everything, but wow, this is really tasty. I didn't know what to expect, but it is really good. I mean, a fried dough ball is a good description. It's somewhat moist on the inside, or at least the edges, and then it gets more doughy the deeper you get into the dough ball. And the pistachios complement it well. I'm a fan of this one. I would 100% get this again.
I'm gonna try the pav bhaji. It's a vegetable stew with a Hawaiian roll. It's vegetarian, it's not vegan because it does have butter in it. So let's see how it goes. Immediately that flavor is there. It's such a good combination of vegetables. You have peas, carrots, bell peppers, onions, taste like potatoes in there as well. The butter is definitely present. It's very smooth, it's flavorful, ties all that together. This might be one of my favorite things I've had at Mardi Gras. This is delicious.
The onion bhaji is next on my list, and this just looks good. I'm a huge fan of onion, huge fan of curry. What could go wrong? It is curry spice crispy onion fritter with green chutney dipping sauce, as you can see. Not much to it. A little bit of salt on the top. Let's dig in. I don't know if I should use a fork. I'm gonna go with my hand. Seems easier. Some chutney. Of course, not much to it. Onion, curry, salt, chutney sauce, fantastic. If you're a fan of all those things, maybe even just two, and you're like, I don't feel particularly interested in the others, just try it. You'll love it. Great little item. So far, Mardi Gras food is absolutely incredible. I highly recommend. Please get down here. It's awesome.
We are at the Indonesia booth, and I sincerely apologize for all my Indonesian viewers who are about to really laugh at me saying this, but I am trying the Bubur Ketan Hitam? I hope I got even remotely close. So it is an Indonesian purple sticky rice pudding with coconut, condensed milk, mango, and shaved toasted coconut. Looks pretty unique. And a fun bowl that comes in as well. It's got like a themed bowl. Pretty cool. You love to see a themed bowl. Okay, so my first bite of this was without the mango. You really have to take a bite with the mango to get the full experience. Without the mango, I was like, oh, this is okay. But with the mango, I mean, it's great. I will say I prefer the fried dough balls that I just previously tried over this, but this is a great dessert option as well.
I'm really excited to try this next dish because I've never seen anything like this at Mardi Gras before. It is the Indonesian chili crab. And it is what it sounds like. It's a soft shell crab with like a chili sauce and some fried bao buns. So the trick is, how do you eat it, right? Like, so this is a little bit messy, but I think I'm just gonna go for it. So it is a chili sauce. I wouldn't say it's overly spicy. It's very flavorful. It does have that sweet chili flavor. If you're not great with heat, you might think it's very spicy. It's spicy for theme park food. But that texture is so good and it's so interesting. Let's see about bun here. So I think this dish is really cool because it's kind of doing everything Mardi Gras with the international flavors is trying to do. You have the seafood, and the fried bao evokes some of that beignet texture in with the dish as well, but it's distinct. I haven't had anything like this anywhere else. This is delicious.
Alrighty, the nasi goreng. Hope I got that right again. Killing me with the names, but this looks fantastic. It has a Indonesian style fried rice with egg, Thai fried green onion, cucumber, and a prawn cracker. Here we go, here we go. Just look at that. I mean, when you break the egg and the yolk goes everywhere. Look, I like my eggs over easy, over medium. I like the yolk, some people don't. We'll just dip it all in like this. I don't know what else to say about the food this year other than everything I've tried personally so far is fantastic. This is a little spicy, just a fair warning. I found for theme park food especially, it's spicy, spicier than anything I've tried previously at any of the other events or any of the other booths. But I love the flavor. Cucumber was a little overpowering. I took a whole bite of the cucumber. Probably shouldn't have done that. But everything else has been really good, especially the prawn cracker mixed with the rice and the egg and the green onions. Hands down, fantastic. I wish I had some complaining to do, so it sounded a little different, but everything's been so good so far. So 10 out of 10.
We are now at the Canada booth, and this is the Canadian snowshoe maple. In my opinion, it should be shaped like a hockey puck because that would be very Canadian, but it's shaped like a snowshoe. You can see the big toe here, I think. I don't know if that's just how this came out or if that's supposed to be a toe. I liked it, but it was very simple. So you may want the more complex version that's coming up next.
Which means that I get to try the Canadian snowshoe Nutella. As Taylor mentioned, if you don't like the maple, maybe you'll like the Nutella. It gives it a little bit more pizzazz. It looks really good too. Oh, I'm gonna eat this side.
Where's your fork?
Using my hands. I watched you struggle, you lifted the whole thing. So I didn't try the maple version of the snowshoe, but I really like this. I like this more than something I just tried previously at the Puerto Rico booth, and that was the piragua. But you know, to each their own, it's all subjective, but I really enjoyed this. The chocolate was good, the breading was good, I liked it all. We're moving on to the candied maple bacon, and this is chewy maple taffy. Wow, covered pork belly with chopped peanuts and chocolate. Here we go. So it's definitely different than other candied bacon that I've had in the past. It's very thick, but I like the maple, I like the chocolate. Everything's good. It's a sweet treat, but at the same time it's a savory treat. So if you're looking for something like that, this is your go-to. And now we're on to the poutine with short rib gravy. So it is crispy fries with short rib, cheese curds, and brown gravy, which actually sounds really good. See how this is. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, I'm dropping a fry down. So this reminds me of beef stew with fries and cheese. If you like that, I say go for it. If not, this might not be for you, but I personally enjoyed it. Highly recommend if you're running by the Canada Pavilion and you need something savory. And we're moving on to the French Quarter now. And this is the fried green tomato po' boy. It's flash fried green tomatoes, lettuce, onions, pickles, Cajun remoulade. I hope I said that correctly. Served with Cajun kettle chips. Going right in. 10 out of 10. That's it. Favorite item alert. This is a favorite item alert. I cannot tell you how good this is. Not only is it vegetarian, but it's also very, very flavorful. The lettuce, the onion, the pickles, the Cajun remoulade, whatever, however you say that, it was all so good. Didn't try the kettle chips, but I'm sure they're good too. And we've only tried one thing from French Quarter. The main reason is a lot of it's returning items. So you have jambalaya, you have gumbo, you have beignets, king cake. So really just trying one item. But with that said, still all great returning items. We just figured, since we've already reviewed that in the past, we're just gonna keep going with the new items.
We made it to Italy. Italy at Universal Studios Florida, which is the window of Louis. And I've got the gelato stuffed pressed brioche. And you've got 3 different ice cream flavors that you can stuff inside of it. I chose the Oreo and mint, but there is also a Nutella and vanilla and a strawberry. This one wasn't for me. The proportion of brioche to the ice cream just wasn't right to me. I wish there was more ice cream. Also, I expected like a vanilla and mint flavor, and this is just strictly mint ice cream with Oreos in it. Next up is the Tour of Italy Arancini flight. There's 3 different items. The first one is a tomato basil with marinara, and then there is also a mushroom with garlic cream, and then a seafood with basil pesto. These were all good. Not the most filling dish in the world, but it was good. If I had to rank them, I'd probably go the marinara as number 1, the seafood as number 2, and then the mushroom as number 3. That's my Tour of Italy ranking. We have made it to Denmark, which is over by the Fear Factor Live, what was formerly the Fear Factor Live Stadium. And I am excited to try these meatballs. This is the frikadeller meatballs with Danish gravy. There's an apple butter on top with a little bit of dill, and it's beef and pork meatballs. Moment of truth. This is really good. I would definitely get this again. The apple butter on top is amazing, very tasty with the dill. The meatballs were good. The meatball was a little tough to put my fork into, so it concerned me slightly, but after taking a bite, I really enjoy it. I like this item a lot.
Okay, people from Denmark, please do not be upset with me. I'm trying the Rod Pulse. I hope that's right. The O's have the slashes through them. Don't know what that means. I'm going with Rod Pulse. It is a Danish red hot dog with curry remoulade. I can never say that. Pickled cucumber and crispy onions. Let's dig in. Ah! If the red stands for fire, then darn it, that's what this is. This is really, really good. The curry sauce, the remoulade, however you say it, I apologize again, is fantastic. All the flavors go so well together. This is a favorite item alert. I really like this one.
Over in Belgium, they've got this Liege waffle with berries and cream. It is a pearled sugar waffle topped with strawberries, whipped cream, and strawberry and cream crumbs, which is pretty unique. I should have got a fork or a knife in hindsight, but I didn't. So I'm just going to try to, just lift the whole thing. I don't know how that's going to go. Oh, I have some deep concerns about this. This was a mid-tier item for me. I prefer my waffles to be soft on the outside and the inside. This one was soft on the inside, but it was a little crunchy on the outside. I did like the cream crumbs on top, though. I thought that was a nice touch. So mid-tier for me.
And now we're trying the Liege Waffle S'mores from Belgium. Looks really good. It's pearled sugar chocolate chip waffle topped with marshmallow cream, chocolate sauce, and graham cracker crumbs. I'm just using my hand. I don't care. Looks messy already. So I really like this. I actually enjoyed all of the different flavors. It's not like overly sweet, which I think is a real plus for this. It's definitely something I would get if I'm looking for a sweet option that's not like overpoweringly sweet. So yeah, I'd get it again. And now we're digging into Brussels frites? I'm not sure how the proper pronunciation goes, but it's crispy seasoned fries served with andalouse and, oh my gosh, Jopi sauces. We'll put it on the screen. gonna try the yellow one first. I don't know which is which. And now the pink one. Personally, I wasn't a huge fan of either of the sauces. They're good, it's just not what I was expecting. This looks more like mustard, but it's not. I'm not sure what it is. And this kind of looks like Thousand Island dressing, kind of as a comparison. Neither of them taste anything like that. But they're still good. It's just not what I thought would be, not what I thought I would taste, basically. So, it's okay, but probably not something I'd get again.
This is the chicken schnitzel from Germany. It has Käsespätzle with it. I think this is the Käsespätzle. So it is a fried chicken thigh cutlet served with baked spätzle and beer cheese sauce. So I'm guessing the beer cheese sauce is on this portion of it because I do not see any sauce on this part. I will regretfully let you know that I am not a big beer cheese fan, but I am gonna try not to hold that against it. It is served with this lemon wedge, so I'm gonna wedge the lemon. In hindsight, this is another dish that I should have a knife for, but if I use a knife for all of these, I'd just be destroying the environment. So I'm just gonna, you know, fork it and then just take a big old bite. Okay, personally speaking, this item was not for me. I'm just not that, like, the cheese pull on this is great. Like when you try to get cheese out of this, I mean, it's like, you know, you got a nice cheese pull on it. I'm just not the world's biggest, like, super cheesy fan. And the chicken wasn't bad. The lemon really helps add flavor. But it's just, you know, basically a breaded piece of chicken with small chicken thigh meat inside of it. Not my favorite item I've ever had. Not bad. Not my favorite item.
I'm feeling really good about mine. I have the potato pancakes with apple butter and sour cream. It is just a singular potato pancake, as the name does not imply. But it's a crispy potato and parsnip pancake with apple butter and sour cream. I'm a huge potato pancake fan, so I'm digging in. Got some cilantro on it. If you're not a cilantro fan, I'm sorry. I'm just eating all the cilantro. Forget it. My potato pancake standard is pretty high. I know most people have never said that in their lives. I've never said that until today. So, with that said, this was okay, but not my favorite that I've ever had. It was still really good. It's still something I would get again, especially over something like the Brussels frites. Not that, you know, that's much of a difference between potatoes here and fried potatoes, but either way, I really liked this potato pancake. Again, not my favorite, but still very flavorful. I'd get it again.
Over in Spain, the first item I'm trying is the paella mixto. So it is saffron yellow rice with chorizo, squid, mussels, and shrimp. It does say mussels plural, but today I got a singular mussel. I'll try the mussel first. I'm a big mussel fan, so I will let you know what I think of it. By the way, side note, if you're looking for the best mussels at Universal, Big Fire has really great mussels. Got some beats in the background here. The mussel's good. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the perfect bite here. Here we go. I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't have high expectations for this one. Spiciness, not too bad, like a 2 out of 5. And overall, I'd give it like a 4 out of 5. It was pretty good. I'd get it again.
And I get to try the Spanish bocadillo from Spain. It is serrano ham and drunken goat cheese with parsley sauce on a gently pressed baguette. What does drunken goat cheese mean? Let's find out. So this is one of my favorite items. I know, another favorite item alert. But for the price and the amount of food you get, this is $8.49. And for the amount of food you get for $8.49, I thought it was fantastic. I still don't know what drunken goat cheese means. I guess it tasted different. I don't know. But either way, I really enjoyed it. It's something I would get again for sure. And now we're moving right into the leche frita, which is just crispy fried condensed milk vanilla with cinnamon. Looks pretty good to me. So I really I enjoy this. It has like cornflakes around the outside. And some of the powdered sugar on it. Like, just all the flavors work out really well. I wasn't sure what I was gonna think of fried milk, but this is something I would get again. It's not a favorite item alert, but it's definitely something that if I was walking by and I was like, hey, I need a short line, I want something sweet, and Spain was my option, I'd have no problem getting this. So if you're looking for something different to try in Spain, try this. This is fantastic.
Over at Central City stand, which is across from Mel's and Transformers, they have the same stuff that they always have, the Mardi Gras classics. So you've got like a seafood boil, and of course the beignets are right over here. So that's if you're looking for either of those items, they're right over here. I've tried both of them. They're of course staples of the event. I do recommend them if you haven't been before. Over in Central Park Crepes, which is the crepe stand right in front of Central Park, as the name implies, it's kind of across from Horror Makeup or Mel's Drive-In. They have a special Mardi Gras crepe. Now, I will warn you, crepes at Central Park Crepe do tend to take a long time, even when it's not a very busy day. Today, this one took about 23 minutes and it's not too busy out. So just come prepared to wait, but generally the crepes are worth the wait in my experience. If you've watched me try every single crepe when the venue first opened, you'll know that I usually flip it around. I don't know if like this is the official way to eat a crepe. I probably wouldn't recommend this to a normal person, but for me it works well, so I'm just gonna flip it around and take a bite. But before I do, let me tell you what's inside of it. So this is the MUFFALETTA crepe. It's got olive relish, mortadella, salami, ham, mozzarella, Cajun mayo, arugula, and sesame seeds. They did warn me when I ordered this, they're out of arugula. So this is sans arugula. And it is full, like it is almost breaking from how much they put inside here. So this one is a little spicy, maybe one of the spiciest items I've had today so far. I would give it like a 3.5 out of 5 on the spice scale. It definitely, the aftertaste is really spicy, like I can feel it in the back of my throat. It's not my favorite crepe I've ever had from Central Park Crepes, but it was good. Even on the likability, I'd give it about a 3.5 out of 5. Very hearty meal. Like this is a very filling, like you could have this for lunch, I think, and you'd be fine because of how much they put inside of it and how big it is. So something really cool about Universal is they're always listening to guest feedback, and one of their requests that was pretty common was to make the churros vegan. So for all the vegans out there, the prayers have been answered and they now have vegan churros available in Mexico. So this is a crispy cinnamon sugar vegan churro with coconut nectar and chocolate sauce on the side. So I'm just gonna try one without the sauces, just a true vegan test here. So I have dipped this one in the chocolate sauce, which I am assuming is also vegan since these are the vegan churros. Okay, I'm here to report back. I still prefer a regular churro over the vegan churro, but this is really close, especially considering it's vegan. So if you are vegan and you're looking for an alternative, this is great. Or even if you're not vegan and you just don't want to have what goes into a normal churro, this is pretty good. I wish there was slightly more cinnamon on this one, but some of the other ones look a little more cinnamon-y. Cinnamon-y. Next up is the elotes. So they've had this on some of the menus. I want to say the summer menus tend to have it. It's been good in the past. It's charred grilled corn with jalapeno mayo, ancho chili powder, cojito, I hope I'm saying that right, cheese, and cilantro. Sounds a little spicy, and we've got no drinks. This is gonna go great. This is a favorite item alert. I was thrilled by this one. It wasn't too spicy, really only like a 2 out of 5 on the spice scale. I expected it to be spicier, so that was a pleasant surprise. I feel like corn and theme parks just go together really well. Like a fresh corn on the cob, roasted on the grill with theme park. Some things in life go together well. This is one of them.
And now I have the honor and privilege of trying the BAJA shrimp ceviche tostada. So it's marinated shrimp with avocado crema and a crispy blue corn tortilla. Here it is. Ours is a little soggy now, so it's kind of a soggy blue tortilla, not necessarily crispy. But I'm excited to try it. This was probably the wrong approach. I probably should have just picked it up. 2 hours later. So I was a little nervous because of the shrimp. I like coconut shrimp. Regular shrimp, hit or miss. But on the tostada, it wasn't bad. I think I would still go for the next item I'm about to try, which is the tacos al pastor. I think I just like the pork and the pineapple more, but this is still good. If you're a fan of shrimp and you like the shrimp ceviche tostada, there you go. This is it for you. And as mentioned, I'm moving over to the tacos al pastor, And for those that don't know, it is pork al pastor with pineapple, pickled red onion, and habanero mango sauce. I don't see the habanero mango sauce, but it could just be hiding from me. I'm gonna throw a pineapple in there. So between the Baja shrimp ceviche tostada and the tacos al pastor, I would go with the tacos al pastor. Part of the reason being, I prefer pork over shrimp, and I like the pineapple, and I like the cilantro. I just like everything here, and I'm not a huge fan of shrimp. I'm a fan of everything else on it, but I'm not a huge fan of shrimp the way it is currently on the ceviche tostada. So between the two, I choose this. Still very good. Both are very good, but for preference, I lean towards the tacos al pastor.
This is the picana skewers, I hope. It's called skewers, but there was no skewer. So I don't know. This is in Brazil. So it is beef sirloin cap with a chimichurri, smoked salt, and a Brazilian cheese bread, which multiple items at this booth have the Brazilian cheese bread. I will say in the picture on the menu, this is served rare, but today it looks more well done. And it also looks to be pretty thin cuts. You get 2 little cuts here. I'm gonna let you know what I think about it very momentarily. You're seconds away from knowing. I almost said sound the favorite item alert. However, I do have a slight concern. This one's $11, and I don't know if you're getting $11 worth of beef sirloin here. It is incredibly tasty. Again, it would be a favorite item, but portion-wise, I just have some slight concerns here. However, very, very tasty. I would get this all day long, but value-wise, I'm not too sure. The cheesy bread was great as well, by the way, and the chimichurri, very tasty. This is the Brigadeiros. So it's a Brigadeiro trio. The Brigadeiros were there last year as well. One of my favorite items. I really enjoyed it. So normally we don't get repeat items, but I just really wanted to have this again, honestly, to be honest, just to keep it real with you. Although I do not remember a toasted hazelnut option last year, and there is one this year. Maybe I just don't recall it. But then there's also a cocoa powder one, condensed milk one as well. They were quite as good as I remember. Perhaps my favorite sweet item that I have tried so far at Mardi Gras.
I went ahead and tried the hazelnut for Taylor. He doesn't do hazelnuts, and it was really good. I am a huge fan. Every year that they have this, I never get to try it because Taylor eats all of them. But he left one this time, so I tried it. It was really good. I get to try the linguiça skewers, which are grilled Brazilian sausage with pão de queijo. I'm not sure how to say it. I tried. Here we go. So the sausage itself, great. No complaints. I know it had a bit of a crunch to it, but I guess it gave it texture. The cheesy bread I wasn't the biggest fan of, but it wasn't bad, just not for me.
I'm coming to you from Trinidad and Tobago, where we have the crab and dumplings. This is a curried soft shell crab stew with roti. The color is interesting. Looks like we got some carrots in here. Ooh, we got some spice. Spice alert. Woo! Ooh. Ooh. So as I said in the description, you've got this like soft shell around the crab. I don't know if you're supposed to eat this. I'm guessing not. This one isn't for me. Spice-wise, extremely spicy. Like probably the spiciest thing I've had today. Start out of 5, probably like a 4 out of 5, but very spicy.
Chickpea doubles. That's next on my list of items to try. It is curried chickpeas, spicy bara flatbread, micro cilantro, and mango chutney. Very interesting color, again, as Taylor mentioned earlier. But I'm excited for this. Let's see if a spoon will do the job. I'm gonna cut the flatbread here, as such. Here we go. That is actually good. It might look a little messy, but I really enjoyed it. The flavor's good, the spice is good, the flatbread's good. Everything mixes together very well. So definitely something I would try. Is it my go-to? Probably not. But is it something I would never try again? Definitely not. I think it's good. And I'm gonna wash that down with some foolery, which is deep fried spicy split pea dough with turmeric, curry powder, and a side of tamarind chutney. Not a menu item you see every day, but I'm excited to try it. So this is a very interesting item. It's unlike anything I've ever had before, so I don't really know where to place it or what to compare it to. It's not sweet, but it's not like overly savory as well. It's kind of a mixture of both. So I think it's something that if you're looking for something unique to try at Mardi Gras, this is definitely it because it's such an interesting flavor profile, but it's probably something I would get again just for other people to try it. I'm gonna make Taylor try it after this and our cameraman off screen. It was good. It's just something I've never had before. So I don't know really what to say about it other than I would get it again.
I've been called in for backup on this one. To me, you know, pretty doughy consistency. The sauce is really, really interesting. It's almost got like a little spice to it, a little bit. The powdered sugar makes it kind of sweet. So to me, you know, kind of similar stuff to the fried dough balls. I believe it was in India, and the India ones were really, really good. So I would get the India booth over this one. Over in Colombia, we are switching it up with a beverage instead of a food item. So this is the cholados. I hope I got close there. This is the shaved ice with sweetened condensed milk, mango, strawberry sauce, wafers, and lulo syrup. Why did I get a fork for something that's a drink? The world may never know. I'm gonna try some of the shaved ice with the syrup. Let me get some more of the strawberry at the bottom here. This is phenomenal for a hot day. So refreshing. It is really sweet with the strawberry and the syrup they have in here, but very, very refreshing, light. I haven't tried the wafer yet. The wafer isn't my favorite part. When you take like a wafer and you put it in, you know, a liquid, it turns into like mushy. So not my favorite part, but otherwise really good drink. I am definitely a fan of this one.
Arepas de queso. This is from Colombia. It is white corn masa cake with queso blanco. I'm gonna dip it. Woo! Okay, I had to grab some water for that one because it was a bit dry and there was a lot of cheese. The masa cake was just a bit dry, but definitely not the worst thing I've tried, not the best thing I've tried. Somewhere in the middle. I think that if I was going to try something a little similar or wanted a little bit more food, I'd probably get a pizza. It's kind of what it reminded me of. Please don't hate me for saying that. It's just my personal opinion. It's definitely something that I probably won't come back for, but I didn't dislike it. If you want to try something different, it's definitely an option. Just maybe not, it wasn't for me. Alrighty, we've made our way to City Walk and we're trying one of the New Orleans booths first. This is the shrimp and smoked cheddar cheese rice grits. I don't think I've ever had rice grits. Corn grits, yes, of course. Sauteed shrimp, tasso ham, and Trinity in a pan sauce over smoked cheddar cheese grits. Here we go. I'm going in. Let's get a little bit of everything, you know? Why not? I'll do all this. So that was different than traditional shrimp and grits that I've had. I don't know if it's the rice grits. I'm not sure if it's just the type of shrimp or what it is, but I still enjoyed it. I like traditional shrimp and grits a bit more. Maybe that is traditional for New Orleans cuisine, but it was unlike anything I've ever had. I think it was the sauce maybe that mixed in, but either way, I think I'd get it again. It just wasn't what I was expecting, so it really caught me off guard the first time I tried it, but overall, pretty good dish.
Also at the New Orleans booth over in City Walk is the Yakameen. It's a braised beef, poached shrimp, and 7-minute egg over noodles with a spicy beef broth. I thought 7-minute egg could be like a thing that, you know, I wasn't aware of, so I Googled it. Didn't come up with much on Google as to anything about it, but it's, you know, got the egg on top here. A solid snack in City Walk. I will say, you know, it said spicy. It's a 0 out of 5 on the spice for me. Maybe the spice is missing, or I just haven't ate enough of it yet to find the spice. The shrimp were good. The shrimp tasted fresh. The noodles were good, not too hard, not too soft, a good consistency with the broth. That was good.
I get to try something that is unique this year to Mardi Gras. This is from Crooked Can, according to the tap, and it's Oh Baby. It's a draft beer. This is in City Walk. It's bursting with vanilla and cinnamon flavors on a base of sweet yet roasty malt. I'm gonna see how good it really is. Wow, it's not what I expected. Mainly with dark beer, you think coffee flavors, you think dark, you think kind of heavy. This is far from that, which I was really surprised by. It's actually, the flavor profile is very sweet. If I was walking around City Walk, didn't have to go into the parks, didn't have to be anywhere important, I'd probably grab one of these. This is really good for $12. You can't beat that. We're moving on to the Cauliflower Dirty Rice. It has riced cauliflower, Gardein crumbles, black-eyed peas, and Cajun spices. Did I mention this is vegan? This is vegan. Here we go. So this is a great vegan option. All my vegans out there, unite. Check out this food. It's in City Walk. When you're walking up, it's to the left near Big Fire. Can't miss it. Great option for vegans. I loved everything about it. The flavor, the temperature, it tastes fresh. This is, I hate to say a favorite item alert, but it's a favorite item alert. It just, everything about it was just, it was perfect.
City Walk also has a Taste of the Mediterranean booth. This is probably one of the more ambitious items I'm about to try. This is the grilled octopus with rice. So it's marinated grilled octopus with tomato, oregano, and lemon herb rice. The rest of the team was a little skeptical of this one. You got the octopus here. I'm feeling adventurous. This is a favorite item alert. This was really good. Tastes really authentic Mediterranean food. I have no critiques. Very good. It is marinated. I don't know what specifically it's marinated in, but it tastes like, like some olive oil and just really nice. Obviously some people are going to be a little hesitant for octopus, but if you enjoy octopus, I think it's a great dish. The rice complements it well. I was impressed by this one. Also at the Taste of the Mediterranean booth is the Crepe Suzette. This is topped with a Grand Marnier orange sauce. I hope I pronounced that right. A very simple crepe it looks like, with just a little orange on top. This is a great after dinner snack in City Walk if you're out at one of the restaurants and you just want something a little on the lighter side, not too heavy whatsoever. The citrus flavors are nice. Very simple crepe, not quite as complex as the ones in the park, but I enjoy it. So something else new this year at Mardi Gras is these food stands in Islands of Adventure. There's 2 of them in Port of Entry. There's one right behind me that has beignets and king cake. And then there's one over near Seuss Landing, but still in Port of Entry, that has jambalaya and shrimp gumbo. Of course, these are all Mardi Gras favorites, so I've had them before. I do recommend them. If you're only visiting one park though, if you're only visiting Islands of Adventure when you visit, now you have the option to get some Mardi Gras food when you come. Time for one of the most exciting parts of the video where we share our top 3 items that we tried at this year's Universal's Mardi Gras. Starting with Trevor, he picked the okonomiyaki. Aaron picked the pav bhaji, that's from the India booth. And my favorite is also from the India booth. So we've got 2 winners from the India booth here. Mine was the gulab jamun with rose water syrup. That's the fried dough balls with the rose water. So good. It was really tough picking a favorite personally for me, but what came down to is that was the one that I kept thinking of over and over. So that was my favorite. Runner-up, one of our videographers mentioned it, and I agreed. The ube ice cream, that's not new this year, but that was really good as well. So I hope you enjoy Universal's Mardi Gras. Let me know what your favorite items are. And if you want to see another video, I've got one that I'll leave right here of mistakes to avoid when you visit Universal.